guys, it's Sam. So good morning, welcome. So today we're going to go through a energizing morning yoga practice. So we'll start slow, so might have just got up, our body can be a little bit tight. So we'll slowly start to work into that, ground ourselves, and then we'll start to move into a bit of heat, a bit of energy to really awaken the body today. So you'll need a block nearby just in case. And then when you're ready, maybe taking the block, if you have one, and taking it underneath your sit bones. And we're going to start today in a Sukhasana, an easy cross-leg position, or any comfortable seated position that feels right for you. So if you've taken Sukhasana, maybe taken sit bones up onto the block, allowing your knees to just rest down here. Placing the hands either turned down or facing up to the sky, whatever your energy is today. Closing down the eyes. Take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Really nice. Grounding down through the sit bones. As you grow tall, extend the back all the way to the crown of the head, feeling length through the spine here. And starting to deepen the breath here. Gonna inhale for 4 counts and exhale for 5 counts. So inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Feel the belly inflate, the chest rise. As you exhale, the chest lowers for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The belly deflates. Hold it out a little. And then go ahead and take 2 more rounds of this breath. Inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 5. And do this completely with your own rhythm today. Really wherever feels right for you. Trying to keep that exhale a little bit longer than the inhale, just to calm the body. Nice, and then take your time. Whenever you're ready to blink, open the eyes. So maybe taking that block and just placing it beside you if you took that option. And then just coming into your comfortable seat, we'll start to take a couple of neck rolls here. So drawing the chin down towards the chest. As you inhale, start to draw the right ear to the right shoulder. Let's just take these half neck rolls, exhale back to center. And inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale back to center. And take 1 more of these. Inhale. Exhale. And as you do this, really noticing these nice, sweet, opening sensations in your body today. Then staying with these half neck rolls, or maybe you can add on to a full neck roll. Again, moving really softly this morning. And using this time to really check in with your body. So is there any little bits of tension that you want to just stay with and breathe into? More than welcome to do that. And then reverse the direction. Again, taking it as slow as you need. There is no rush. Really nice. And when you've taken your 2, gently rolling that head all the way back. Inhale, the arms reach high above the head. As you exhale, hold the right hand, hold the left wrist. So we inhale, we reach tall and feel like you can really lengthen through that left side body. And as you exhale, gently start to draw the left hand over towards the right. So we're not collapsing forward here. We're grounding down, we're lifting up and out. And again, this can be as gentle as you need. Just breathe into this left side body. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, left hand grabs right wrist. We inhale, reach it up, fingertips to the sky, and exhale, extend move that arm over, palm facing down. Again, this should feel like a really nice, juicy stretch. If it feels a bit much, ease off. Nice. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, pinging forwards from the hips. Now start to plant your hands down in front of you. So this might feel enough in the morning, especially if you're really tight in your hips. If you want to, walk in the fingertips a little bit further here and extending the arms out in front of you. Keeping grounded through the sit bones. So you have that opposition of feeling really grounded through the sit bones as we reaching forward through that fingertips. And breathing into this space. And then slowly walking the fingertips all the way back to your sit bones. Nice. You can either stay here, we're going to take one of my favourite pranayamas, say lion's breath. So staying with the cross-legged position, or if you want to, you can take the knees wide. So this is a bit more of a traditional stance for your lion's breath, and sitting onto the soles of the feet here, so a bit more onto the heels. We take our hands out long in front of us and we really lengthen through the fingertips. Create that sort of proud posture here. We're ready. So just to talk you through this lion's breath, we inhale through our nose. So we take a deep belly breath all the way in. And as you exhale, we take our drishti towards either our third eye center, so that's our gaze, or towards the tip of the nose. And as we exhale, we stick our tongue out as far as we can. The eyes pop open, and we use this exhale, this sound to release tension. It's great for energy, releasing tension from the face. Amazing. So we'll take 3 rounds of this. So eyes open or closed. So take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, open your mouth, stick your tongue out. Nice, 2 more. Inhale. Exhale it all out. Nice, you take 1 more, the biggest yet. Inhale, all the energy. Exhale, stick your tongue out, exhale. Amazing. We'll start to take our tabletop position, so moving into your all fours position. Nice, using that energy we just created, taking your fingertips, spread them wide, take hands under the wrist, knees underneath the hips. Take a couple rounds of cat-cow here. So as you inhale, the tailbone starts to lift, the chest reaches through, the gaze goes up to the sky. As you exhale, tuck under the tailbone, push away through shoulder blades, gaze to your belly, and take a couple more rounds of this movement with your own breath, being as expressive as you like today, being as gentle as you need. Starting to connect that movement with the breath, maybe starting to introduce your ujjayi breath, so that victorious breath, the oceanic sound, inhaling and exhaling equally through the nose. And then make this your final round. Nice. Create that solid core, that solid base. Push down through the top of the right foot, extend that left leg back. So this might be enough. Flexing through the feet, spread the toes, find that energy. Otherwise, taking that right arm out in front of you. So knowing we're going to level up here, so stay at the level that feels right for you. We inhale, really reach long through those toes, through those fingertips. As you exhale, start to draw your knee in towards your chest, bend at the elbow taps the knee, we push away, think of your cat back, and then we take 2 more of these. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap, everything draws to center line, nice. 1 more, inhale. Exhale, tap. So staying with this, otherwise adding a little bit more spice. So we can inhale, take it out. Exhale, the left foot comes out to the left, the right hand goes out to the right, if you have space. And take it all the way back. Inhale. Exhale, draws you in. Nice. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale out. Keep everything engaged to the center. Inhale back. Exhale, tap. Nice. Feel that heat. Inhale. Exhale, squeezing through that left glute. Inhale back. Exhale to tap. Nice, plant the hand down. Plant the foot down. Give yourself a little shake through the body. Shaking out the wrists if you need to. Take any little movements you need. And when you're ready, we will take it on the other side. Grounding down through the hands, through the top of the left foot this time. We inhale, take that right foot back and out. And then maybe the left hand comes to join it. Again, stay in here if this feels enough for you. Otherwise, adding on those 3 crunches. So we inhale long. Exhale, the left elbow taps right knee. Round that back, push away through the hand. Inhale. Exhale, tap. One more, inhale. Exhale, tap. Adding on if you wish. Inhale. As you exhale, left hand comes to the left, right foot to the right. Inhale it back. Exhale, tap. Nice. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, stay with that breath. Let it guide you. Inhale. Exhale, round. Ooh, 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Be strong here. Inhale. Exhale, tap. Amazing. Plant it down, shake it out. Take your hands about another palm's distance in front of you. Ground down through the hands. Wrap the triceps round and in. So feel like you want to squeeze those triceps together, those arms together. Tuck under the toes. We lift the knees, extend the sit bones up and back. But from here, take your feet towards the edge of the mat here. And then we're going to start to come into this variation of downward facing dog and just bending into each leg. So instead of just coming straight through to the full posture, just taking this nice bit of space to explore in the body. Going from side to side, lifting up onto the balls of the feet, pedaling those legs, circling the hips wherever you wish. Nice. And then start to take the feet more in line to your traditional downward facing dog. Maybe keeping a bend in the knees here, especially as it's the first one this morning. And take the gaze in between your hands. Rise all the way up to your tiptoes and tiptoe your feet behind the wrists. Feet are hips distance apart. Generous bend in the knees, the upper body melts forward. Stay in here. Hold on to opposite elbows. Gently sway from side to side. Ragdoll pose. Feeling really heavy here. Releasing that tension. Let it feel like it's melting out through the crown of your head. Come back to stillness. Tuck chin towards chest and we roll the spine all the way up to standing. Head coming up last of all. Take an inhale, draw your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, roll the shoulder blades down the back. Nice. And taking your hands to your heart center, I just want you to take a moment to close down the eyes here. So you can keep your feet hips distance apart, or you can take your big toes to touch heels slightly apart, whatever feels right for you. So when you close down the eyes, I really want you to focus on that grounding here. So really feeling like you can ground down the feet into the mat. So maybe lifting the toes up, spreading them wide and then planting them down. Feel like you're creating that energy in your feet so that the arches of the feet are lifting up. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. Nice, and gently blinking, open the eyes. We'll take a couple rounds of Surya Namaskar A and then work into a variation of Surya Namaskar C. So again, taking your feet placement, you should have a little guide of where that is now. And then we inhale the arms all the way up to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Keep that rib cage in. And exhale, hinging forwards from your hips, bending the knees if you need to. Coming all the way down, Uttanasana, taking blocks if you need it. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to the shins, gaze forward or fingertips to the mat. Long spine, push back through the thighs. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back to your plank pose. holding here for one breath. So push away with the shoulders, push away through the soles of the feet. And then we lower down the knees. Untuck the toes, arch through the spine, think cow back. And we exhale, lower the chest and chin in between the hands. Inhale, drop the hips, peel the chest, open Bhujangasana, cobra pose. Exhale, tuck under the toes, lift the knees, push sit bones back, downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. And take in 3 breaths here, finding what feels right for you, so pedaling through those feet if you want to. Maybe you want to really work into some stillness today. Pushing those hands away from the mat, finding that energy in the hands and the feet. Then take the gaze in between your hands. You can walk, step or jump towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, hands reach overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. We take it again, adding on if you want. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back to your plank pose. So options to take knees, chest, chin, half chaturanga, or coming with me into full chaturanga. So if you're ready, inhaling, pushing those feet forward, shoulders over the wrists. As you exhale, squeeze the triceps in, bend the elbows back, lower halfway. Squeeze navel to spine. Inhale, tops of the feet. We roll the spine up. So maybe you want to take cobra, or maybe you want to take your full upward facing dog. Checking in. Open through that spine. Heart shines to the sky. As you exhale, tuck under the toes. Push back, Ardha Mukha. Again, take your 3 breaths here, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Staying with that Ujjayi breath. Staying with the sensations in your body, knowing to move out of things if they don't serve you today. Final breath. Take the gaze in between the hands, walk, step, jump, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Keep grounded as you rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. So coming into a variation of some Salutation C. So we're going to start in Uttanasana. So maybe taking your big toes to touch, heels slightly apart. Bend the knees, send the sit bones back. Scoop the tailbone down and feel the length as you inhale, the arms reach high. Lift and open through the chest. Inhale. Exhale, folding all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. From here, bend the knees, plant the hands, step that left foot towards the back of the mat. And we lower all the way down into our Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Protecting the knee, you can roll up the mat. You can keep the back toes tucked, whatever feels right for you. You can inhale the arms high. So left hip back, right hip forward. Feel the stability and then allow the hips to melt a little bit further down. Again, maybe taking some little wiggles, some rocks forward and back. If you want to add on for a twist, take the left hand over the left thigh and the right hand can just come behind the right thigh just to give yourself a little bit of that leverage. So just gently take the twist over towards the right. Breathing here. Inhale, feel that ground and that stability in your base as you exhale. Allow the upper body to twist. Then plant the hands, frame the front foot, tuck under the toes, step back to your plank pose. Take any variation of your vinyasa. So lowering that. We inhale, cobra, baby cobra, full upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck under the toes, push back, downward dog. Knowing at any time if this down dog gets too much for you, you can take tabletop or child's pace. Breathe in here. And we step the left foot all the way in between the hands, lower down that right knee to the mat. Any variation you wish. Maybe the arms reach high, left hip back, right hip forward, and then sink the body down. And taking a moment to just settle in here. Listening to what your body is telling you. And then take the right hand over the left thigh. The left hand can just come behind, holding onto the right thigh. We inhale, lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, just a gentle little bit of leverage to open through that chest. Again, completely optional. Inhale, feel that breath allowing you to maybe create a little bit more space through the upper body. Then releasing the twist, plant the hands. Step the right foot in to meet the left, coming into your halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Staying in your forward fold. Start to heel toe the feet out to either corner of the mat. The heels turn in, the toes turn out 45 degrees. And then we gently start to sink those hips lower down, coming into everybody's favourite yogi squat, Malasana. Yes, I hear you cry. So options for Malasana. This can be really tight in the morning, so if you want to, take in your block, and we can use this to build some muscle memory. So you can take this, feet out, elbows in, lift through the chest. So this can be enough today. This can really help build in here. And something I like to take in my own practice as well, I like to just take a little rock from side to side. So this just allows me to feel into my hips, create a little bit of fluidity, a little bit of motion into the hip joints. So feel free to take this. If you want to just take full Malasana, be my guest. Okay. I'm coming all the way back to Malasana. Then plant the hands. Step it all the way back to your plank and then wave the body. Articulate that spine as you ripple all the way back. Downward facing dog. Nice. From here, take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Ground down through the left foot. As you inhale, start to take that right foot up to the sky, but we're not taking it as high as we can and opening through the hips. We're keeping the right hip turned down here, so that might mean that that right leg doesn't go as high. And from here we inhale, prepare. As you exhale, start to take the body forward into plank, and as you do so, draw that right knee in towards your chest, and then take the right foot over towards the right elbow. Maybe it taps. Exhale, push away. Inhale, right knee, left elbow. So we twist it over, engage the core. Exhale, push away. Inhale, draw the right knee in towards the chest. Push away through those hands, arch the back, and then with control, shift place, whatever you need to do. That right foot down. From here, pivoting that back foot 45 degrees. Maybe you can keep the toes turned in a little bit for support. We ground down through the feet. As you inhale, the left arm reaches forward and we open all the way up. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So checking in with your foundations here. So the heel of the front foot should be in line with arch of the back foot. Feel like you're opening through this right hip. So looking that your knee can maybe travel a bit more towards your little toe side than your big toe side. So opening here, push down through the outside of the back foot. Inhale, maybe the palms turn up, and then exhale down. Feeling that connection, amazing. And then we're going to come into a little flow between two movements. So as you inhale, flip the right hand up to the sky. We shift the body weight forward, and as you exhale, left hand travels back down the left leg. We come into reverse warrior. Keeping that right leg generously bent if you can. Maybe you want to take this option where you lift the left hand can hang here, so creating that core strength. And you can flow through reverse warrior into side angles, so right arm down, left arm up, Or if you want to, come through 3 flows where we inhale, left hand reaches down, right hand reaches up, and we exhale. So it's like we're coming into a side angle, but we don't rest it down, we use the core. Nice. So we take 3 of these, whichever one you want. So inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Keep that core engaged. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, forward. Nice. Feel a little bit of fluidity here. Inhale, reach it back, lengthen through the body. Exhale, wherever you are, holding here, resting the right forearm towards right thigh. The left arm reaches up to the sky. So first of all, taking that hand just in line with the left shoulder. Maybe you want to walk that left foot back a little bit to create space, completely up to you. And then start to lift up and over the head if you want to. Come into full extended side angle. Taking your options, you can stay here. You can maybe take your hand to the block on the inside of your foot. Maybe the hand comes down, or if you want to, taking the hand to the outside of the foot, lifting and lengthening. So building into whatever level feels right for you. Not forgetting about the energy in that back left foot. One more breath. And then lifting all the way back up through warrior 2. Start to straighten that right leg. So you can stay in this stance, or maybe taking that left foot in a little bit. We're coming into Tita Trikonasana, triangle pose. So we inhale. Before we move, we pop that booty towards the left. So we shift the hips before we even move. Then we inhale. Send the body weight forward, forward, forward. Like you're in between a wall here. So finding that drawing in of the body. And then exhale, take it to where feels right for you. So you can take a block underneath the hand here. You can lift up and out. So you can be up here, that's fine. Feel like you're squeezing the thighs together in the lower body. And we open that left side body up, roll the left shoulder blade down. The arm comes up, take that head back in space a little bit. Maybe you can gaze up to your fingertips, or maybe the gaze is down. Feeling that the body is being drawn up to the sky. Then come back through your warrior 2, maybe shifting that back foot back a little bit. Then pivot onto the balls of that back foot. We sweep the arm all the way up, high lunge, opening through the chest. And take the left hand in line with the right foot. And then we inhale the arm all the way up, easy twist, lowering that knee if you need to. Keeping the hips high here if you can. Then exhale, plant the hands, plant that left knee down if you haven't already, keeping the left toes tucked under. We inhale, lift and lengthen through the chest. Then exhale, flexing through that right foot, keeping a bend in the knee if you need to, or extending all the way back, coming into your half Hanumanasana, half splits. So this might be enough. You might want to take blocks here to support you. Or maybe you can allow that upper body to fold forward from the hips. So we're pushing down that right heel. Feel like we're drawing that right heel back in space. One more breath here. And bending into that right foot. Push down through the feet to lift all the way back, high lunge. And then pivot all the way around to the left, coming to the long edge of your mat. So here, taking your legs out wide, maybe taking your feet in line with the mat, or toes can be turned in slightly to protect the knees. Taking the hands and we interlace them behind the back here. So we lift and lengthen through the chest, peel the heart open, the gaze up. And then exhale, start to hinge forward from your hips, grounding down through your feet. So here might be enough, maybe to keep in the hands closer to the sacrum, or if you want to, the crown of the head reaches down towards the mat. As you exhale, allow the hands to reach all the way out behind you. And breathe in here for 3 breaths. Keeping the energy through the feet, through the thighs as you open through the chest. Maybe sending your weight a tiny little bit more forward here to allow the body to open. And then taking the hands back down towards the sacrum, take the hands towards the hip crease. And then we inhale, flat back, take it all the way back to your standing posture. Nice. And from here, pivot the right toe in, the left toe out. Come all the way onto the left side, so we're facing the back of the mat now. Then plant the hands down. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Take your vinyasa. Any variation that you wish, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, nice. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. Same, other side. We work it back towards the front of the mat. You got this. Inhale, take that left leg up. Keeping the left hip drawn down, squaring through the hips. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, left knee taps left elbow. Shift the body forward into plank. Exhale, kick away. Left knee, right elbow. Exhale, kick away. Left knee draws all the way into chest. Arch through that back and then plant the left foot down. Pivot that back foot 45 degrees. Coming into your warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Again, checking in here. Heel of the front foot in line with arch of the back foot. Palms flip up. And then drawing down, gazes over your left fingertips. One more breath here. And then we inhale. Flip the front palm, shift the body weight forward. Exhale, reverse the warrior. Nice. So coming into that flow between reverse warrior and side angle. So taking 3 rounds of this. Whichever variation you want. So inhale, draws you back. Exhale, take it forward. 2 more. Inhale, back. Keeping that front leg bent. Exhale. Strong through the core. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, hold it here. And plant the left forearm down. Right arm reaches up above you first of all. Finding that space. And then flipping the palm over towards the left. We reach it up and over. Utthita Parshvakonasana. So any option that you want, staying here. Maybe taking a block. Hand in front or hand behind that left foot. Remembering to roll the right shoulder blade back. Open out through that chest. And breathe into this space. Keeping that Ujjayi breath. And then coming all the way back wherever you are, coming back through to your warrior 2. We inhale, start to straighten through that left leg, and then we can walk that right foot in a little bit, maybe toes face slightly in, coming into Utthita Trikonasana. So popping that right booty out towards the side, and then sending the weight forward, 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 and then down to whichever variation that you wish. Feeling like you're in a little sandwich between 2 panes of glass. Feeling that body lift up, take that head back in space. Feeling strong here. Final breath. Then bending back into that leg, taking that back foot out a little bit. Coming into foundations for warrior 2. Pivot the back toes. We come all the way into our high lunge, finding our foundations here. Scooping that tailbone in if you need. Then exhale, the right hand plants down in line with the left foot. We inhale, the left arm reaches high. Hips are high here if you can. Lower the back knee if you want to. And then lowering that right knee anyway, coming down to frame that left foot. And then extending, flexing the left foot, leaning all the way back into your half Hanumanasana. Bending the leg if you want to, otherwise extending it back. Pushing down through the left heel slightly to engage that hamstring. Breathing into this space. And take it all the way back. Round down through the hands, we lift all the way up, high lunge. Lifting all the way back up, coming into wide-legged forward fold. Finding your stance, hands to hips. Lift and lengthen through the chest, and we exhale, hinge forward from the hips. So with this option, you can either have your hands down towards the mat, or if you have the flexibility and you want to this morning, taking your 2-piece fingers around the big toes. Inhale, we lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, start to draw the elbows out to allow that little bit of traction to draw the head down towards the mat. Keeping those thighs, those glutes engaged here as you do this. So we're not just collapsing here. Feeling strong through the upper body. One more breath wherever you are. And then take the hands all the way down towards the mat. Walk the hands all the way around. Frame the front foot. Step back to plank. Lower the knees, lower the sit bones. Come into a nice melty child's pose. Amazing. Take in 2 rounds of full breath. Inhaling, filling that back body in. Exhale, release. Maybe take another. Really nice. And walking the hands all the way back towards the seat. Last little bit, I promise. And then coming all the way onto your sit bones. So we've got a little bit of core, some back bends, and then you're pretty much done. So finding that last little bit of energy now, finding the space on your sit bones, coming into Navasana boat pose. So leaning away a little bit here to allow you to take hold underneath your thighs, roll the shoulders back, push the chest forward. First option of Navasana boat pose here. This feels good. Maybe take the hands in line with the feet. This feels good. Toes up, maybe arms up. See where your energy is today. So finding your level. And then from here, we're going to take 10 toe taps. So tap the right foot down, lift, lift, lift. Nice. Keeping strong, keeping that chest lifted. Core engaged. So this is great for the hip flexors as well. Okay, I think we've done 10. And then holding in, draw your hips here. Even if you've taken that variation, give yourself a little moment. So staying with these toe taps, maybe you want to take 16 this time. Or if you want to, coming to take 3 low to high boats with me. So we inhale, take on a Navasana boat pose. As you exhale, start to extend the feet down. We come into this rounded disc shape. So pushing down that tailbone towards the back, feeling like everything is squeezing in here. Then draw it back to center. 2 more, nice. Lower down with control. So legs can be higher if you need. Final one. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 2, 1. Nice. Draw it all the way back. Plant the feet. Hook underneath the thighs. Wherever you are, taking this rest. Melting the forehead towards the knees. Releasing off here for a moment. And rolling yourself back up. Crossing over the legs. Stepping back into plank. Don't worry, we're going to lower the belly all the way down. Coming into our Sphinx pose. So finding a little bit of opening through the chest. And using a little bit of that core, the heat in the core we've created. So taking elbows underneath the shoulders. The hands are in line with the elbows, fingers are spread wide. You can take the toes to either side of the mat here for a little bit more space. Slight engagement of the belly, so feel like you're drawing your pelvis in towards the mat. Roll down through the shoulder blades and we lift and we open our chest here. Feel like you're trying to draw your hands back here. Just take a couple of breaths here. Feel like you've got a beam of light in your chest and you're shining it up to the sky. Two more breaths. Breathe in with that fluid control breath. Nice. And taking the hands, take them underneath your shoulders, tuck under your toes, and take your hands all the way back to your feet all the way back to your sit bones. So in this position, coming into Ustrasana camel pose, so a couple of variations. So if you want to, and you just want a gentler version, you can even just take this position and take your cactus arms here. So draw elbows down, shift the chest up and back. That is fine. If you want to add on from here, taking the knees hips distance apart, toes tucked underneath. Take your hands towards your back. You can have fingertips facing up or down, whatever feels right for you. Squeeze the thighs in here. Shift the hips forward a little bit. Lift the heart, lift the chest, but don't drop the head back today. Finding that engagement. Breathe in here. This might be enough. If you're feeling open, maybe you can take one hand and then the other into a full expression of camel pose, Ustrasana. Really lifting, opening through the heart as you squeeze through the thighs to support you. And back bends are really great for creating this energy early in the morning. Final breath. And then with control, squeeze the thighs, lifting the body all the way back up. Take your hands to your heart center and tuck the toes. And then just sitting your heels back here for a moment. Maybe closing down the eyes, noticing the energy just swirling around the body. Okay, then from here we're going to take the counter of Ustrasana and come into our hair pose. So again, taking that same foundation, so knees hips distance apart, toes tucked underneath here. Taking the hands behind you and holding on to the heels of your feet. And you're going to start to tuck the chin towards the chest and round the body down. So the top of the head places down towards the mat, about another palm distance or so in front of your knees. Then from this position, start to lift the hips. Push the hands into the feet into the hands. Should feel a nice stretch through those shoulder blades. Ease off if you need. Breathe in here. Feel like you're breathing in between your shoulder blades. One more breath. And tuck the toes. And just take a little child's pose here. Maybe gently rolling the forehead from side to side on the mat. Just releasing that little bit of tension. Slowly as you need, remember we've just taken inversion. Roll the spine all the way up. Then drawing the sit bones towards the feet, rolling the back body all the way down. We'll take a little twist here. So drawing the knees, tabletop position, arms out wide in cactus or fully extended. Inhale. And exhale, allow the knees to just rest over towards the left. So just really naturally where they fall today. Maybe closing down the eyes, maybe taking the gaze over towards your right hand. Just really allowing yourself to notice how your body is feeling now. Maybe compared to how it was feeling at the start. Maybe you can notice this heat, this energy moving into every cell, every fibre of your being. Draw your knees back to center, take a little sway from side to side, and then allow your knees to rest over towards the right and take in any head position that you need to. Really just breathing into your body here. being completely at peace with yourself. Take your knees all the way back to centre, and then taking your hands underneath your thighs. We'll take a couple of gentle rocks back and forward, massaging through the spine until we arrive in a comfortable seated position at the top of the mat. Taking your hands to heart center in Andhra Mudra prayer and really allowing the thumbs to connect into the sternum here, connect to your heart center. Take a deep inhale all the way up to the crown of the head, and we exhale, release it out. Amazing. So feeling today that you are not just awakening your body, but you're awakening your mind, showing up for yourself, showing yourself compassion, and knowing that you are enough exactly the way you are today, right now. Take your hands to your third eye center, space in between your eyebrows, and we'll all bow down to say namaste. Namaste. Namaste, everybody. Hope you have a beautiful morning, beautiful rest of your day, and hope this gave you a little bit of energy, a little bit of mindfulness to serve you for the rest of the day however you need to. So yeah, take care and hope to see you soon.